Far that is serving up homemade Tex-Mex that feels just like sitting at your family's table. Our reporter Brandon Rubalcaba got the chance to go and try it for himself.
Nestled in the heart of Far, Yoli's Mexican restaurant has the authentic flavors of Tex-Mex cuisine. For owner Elizabeth Lara, this restaurant isn't just a business. Her inspiration for Yoli's came straight from her family's kitchen. Growing up, she watched her mother and grandmother cook local traditional dishes, and now Elizabeth has made it her mission to share those same homemade flavors with her community.
Yoli's is the perfect place to come and hang out with your family, friends, and enjoy any type of food that you want.
Yoli's Mexican restaurant isn't just the name, it's a personal story. The phrase Yo Liz inspired the name Yoli's, symbolizing how owner Elizabeth Lara has poured herself into every dish.
From a little girl, I decided to become an entrepreneur, to experience new tastes, experience life, experience places, so I bring a little bit of all of that here into Yoli's.
And the inspiration is evident in every dish. From the tender fajitas to the homemade rich velvety champurrado and creamy cheesecake, Elizabeth has mastered the art of blending authentic Valley flavors with homemade goodness.
So I decided to make some modifications of what I like. So I did make some of those traditional plates a little bit more tasty. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy making new plates.
One of the most meaningful moments for Elizabeth came when her mother tasted her caldos for the first time and gave her the ultimate approval.
It was so exciting for me seeing her enjoying the food, the caldo, especially that she loves caldo, so and she just approved it and seeing her smile and saying, yeah, and this is a good caldo. And I'm like, okay, I did it.
And let me tell you, this isn't just food, it's an experience. The pozole, menudo, and caldos aren't just hot, they're the perfect remedy for a chilly day. The caldo de pollo in particular is comfort in a bowl, packed with tender chicken, fresh vegetables, and a deeply flavorful broth. It's everything you could want in a home-cooked soup. And don't even get me started on the menudo and pozole. The menudo is rich and hearty with the perfectly cooked hominy, just the right amount of spice, while the pozole has this incredible depth of flavor that warms your soul with every spoonful. It's like a warm hug on a cold day, with every bite taking you back to family gatherings around the dinner table. And finally, the homemade cheesecake was out of this world, and this is just a few of the items I got to try from Elizabeth's menu of home-cooked meals. Elizabeth's vision is clear: to continue serving homemade dishes that bring people together. So if you're in the mood for a taste of the Valley that warms your heart as much as your taste buds, Yoli's Mexican restaurant in Far is the place to be. For Take 5, I'm Brandon Rubalcaba.
Looking to have some fun outdoors with your family, we know the place. Joining me now from Benson Rio Grande Valley State Park is TC Riddle. TC, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Glad to be here.
So we were going to talk a little bit about a s'mores event that you guys are having, but people are so interested, it is full capacity now.
Absolutely. We have our s'mores program coming up this Sunday at 2:30. Anybody's welcome to attend. However, we are booked at capacity for actually making a s'more. But if you want to come down, we are going to be talking about the history of the s'more and the ingredients that make them up. And it's a fascinating history, so you're welcome to come on down.
Okay, so they can go out and you can try, but as he said, it is fully booked at capacity. However, you guys are going to have some other great events as well. Can you tell us more about them?
Yes, this whole weekend we have a lot of things going on. Friday morning at 8:30, we're going to be doing our Wild Wellness program, a health and wellness program that we put on every month.
Okay.
We also, on Saturday, are going to be having our kids program, our Junior Ranger Club. We do that every month, and we mix up different activities ranging from outdoor skills, nature walks, science education programs.
Right.
So that's something we put on every month, and we'll be doing that Saturday at 2 p.m.
Okay.
All of these programs we do ask for reservations for.
Right.
The s'more's the only one that is booked as of this time.
Okay.
But if you're interested in booking one of these programs, you can contact the park, or you can go to our Facebook or our park website, and we have instructions on how to reserve on those.
Perfect. Now, I got to ask, now these are kids programs that's happening on Saturday. Can all the families come with them, with their mom and dad, or is it strictly for the kiddos?
So our Junior Ranger Club is a family program.
Okay.
We do require adults with the kids.
Perfect.
So everybody can join. The adults can actually join in most of the activities with the kids. That way everybody's having a lot of fun.
Right, perfect family fun. And of course, as you mentioned, people do need to register because we want to be sure they get their spot. Is there anything else that you think people should know? Obviously, you are heading outdoors. Is there something people should bring with them or anything they need to watch out for?
So anytime you visit our park, we always recommend that you bring plenty of water, weather appropriate clothing, closed-toed shoes. We are a wildlife park, so you're going to be out in the outdoors. And also it should be noted that while adults do have an entry fee of $5 per adult or person over 13, kids 12 and under do get in free.
Perfect. Well,
And there's no charge for any of our programs.
absolutely free. That's our favorite price. TC, thank you so much for joining us and letting us know all about this.
Thank you.
Again, guys, if you want any more information on any of the events that are happening at the Benson RGV State Park, you can visit them on their Facebook, and you can make sure that you check out and stay weather aware for the events that are happening this weekend. And a nice warm cup of coffee would be great right now at Warbler's Coffee Company in Brownsville. They have coffee and a whole lot more. We had to go and check it out for ourselves. Let's take a look.
As a former outdoor educator, I have always had this connection to sharing the outdoors and sharing natural landscapes with people. I figured Warbler was a great way to have those parallel narratives happening at the same time. Things in nature are beautiful and they're fleeting, and things like coffee and a wonderful cup of coffee you had today is not going to be exactly the same as tomorrow or the day before, and so that's also special in its own way. It's not a bad thing. Warblers are it's a family of birds, and there's all sorts of species of warbler throughout the world, and they're highly sought after by bird watchers and nature lovers. Really special things that I think people who love nature like to go chase around, and so we think it's kind of the same pursuit when it comes to chasing around your favorite coffee bean. The building happens to be about 100 years old. It was formerly Layton's Grocer and Arms, so in the main structure that you see today, there was a grocery store operation, and there was an old structure in the back that no longer exists where they had ammunition and firearms. That building stayed in the family for a few decades, and then recently it was actually renovated by someone who specializes in renovating historic buildings. We try to match the season, but at the same time, the challenge for us as a team is we want to make sure that we present something that's well-crafted, handcrafted, made with the best ingredients, accessible to us within reason. A few mainstays we have would be your classic Italian espresso menu, like espresso, cappuccinos, cortados, lattes, things like that. And then we add a little flair to that, and every now and then we'll craft a syrup. Right now on the winter menu, we have things like Sugar and Spice, which is a gingerbread syrup, perfect for the holidays. It's nostalgic, but also when we pour that into a latte with some really great coffee that's roasted in very like modern form, it's that blend again of historic charm and modern coffee. Another drink we have that's really popular and has became a mainstay is the Bee's Knees. It's a cold brew lemonade honey drink that's shaken together. It's very reminiscent of something like the Arnold Palmer. Something really special about that drink is we're actually using local honey from Baby's Honey. Some of my favorite honey that I've ever tasted. It's one of those drinks that people can't always describe what it is, but they keep coming back for more. But if you really want to get the full experience, I highly recommend that you come in person, meet our staff, interact with them, come enjoy the space. It's really what makes the experience whole. Come enjoy some space, whether it's inside or outside. We got seating for you, and we'd love to just share all of what Brownsville is, has been, and can be. And you know, I think that you won't be disappointed.
Still ahead on on Take 5, the woman known as the bail bonds mom is joining us in studio. Our sofa sit-down with Claudia Cantu Flores is just ahead. But next, through the help of the caring community, Angels of Love has been able to help hundreds of victims of domestic violence. More details on their Black and White Gala is next on Take 5.
Tonight, the nation's 47th president, with day one promises of swift executive actions. What's set to change and how quickly? Plus, the new extreme fire danger in L.A. World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters and every path leads to new possibilities. Get $6,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners and lessees get an additional $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase. Chevy drives Texas. Together, let's drive.
Hey, have you seen this guy? I've heard the courthouse comes up to his knees.
You know that's just marketing, right?
Hey there, you all done with that paper? Do you mind? Thanks.
Told ya.
Call the Law Giant today at $9 million.
J4 Trailers, your best source for hauling in the Rio Grande Valley. From utility, gooseneck, landscape, hotshot trailers, dump trailers, or residential and commercial lawnmowers. J4 Trailers in Donna has it all. J4 Trailers.
Because pregnancy comes with so many changes, we often aren't sure which ones are serious. If you're pregnant or up to a year postpartum, knowing the urgent maternal warning signs can save your life. Don't wait. If something doesn't feel right, contact a healthcare provider. Hear her, Texas.
Mega Furniture's President's Day sale is here. Up to 50% off store-wide and up to 60 months with 0% APR financing. Mega Furniture, North 10th Street in McAllen. Transform your home for less. Shop Mega Furniture today.
Too often, families are torn apart when trying to divide a loved one's assets. Unfortunately, knowing if you will need a will or a trust can be confusing. I'm attorney Susana Silva, and I will guide you through the process. Don't wait. Call me now.
The 4th annual Black and White Awards Gala presented by Angels of Love is set for Thursday, January 30th. Through the help of the caring community, they're able to help domestic violence victims and their families for years. Joining us now to talk all about the gala and the Angels of Love mission is Jumairi Campos. Jumairi, thank you so much for joining us today.
No, thank you for inviting us.
So I want to give people a little bit of a better idea about the Angels of Love and all that you guys do.
Yeah, so Angels of Love is a nonprofit for victims of domestic violence and their families. You know, we focus a lot on prevention. We have a lot of programs through kids 5 years old. We have Kind Girls and Girl Power, which is a workshop for little girls. We teach them how to be kind to themselves and to others. We are launching the Gentlemen's program for little boys, you know, so we're going to the schools and teaching them leaders from our community, male figures, you know, so they can follow those leaders and know how to become a gentleman. You know, that's kind of our pattern of breaking the cycle.
Right.
The program that we have for our victims is our empowerment program.
Okay.
You know, it's a 6-session program. We talk about what is domestic violence, how to identify it, how to heal from it. You know, because a lot of times victims go through domestic violence but still don't know the actual definition.
Right.
You know, so it's harder for them to get out of there.
So you guys are there obviously with so many great resources. I know you've helped so many along the years, and you spoke about leaders, and that's exactly what this gala is about. It's about highlighting those people who have helped you so you can be able to do this. So tell us more about this Black and White Gala.
Yeah, so the purpose of this Black and White Gala is, again, to recognize those leaders that are, their purpose is to help victims of domestic violence, you know. So we have Judge Ramon, which is in charge of the protective orders, which is very important for victims of domestic violence to feel protected.
Right.
We have Mariana Lopez, which is a liaison from Edinburgh PD. She does an excellent job at assisting clients and victims of domestic violence. So again, we have Leah Wise, which has been a big sponsor for us. Again, helping us to generate those funds to be able to help this type of clients.
Right.
So this is the purpose of the Black and White Gala, to recognize those that are their purpose is to get to help those in need.
So a lot of great guests that you'll have there.
Exactly. Yes.
And right now you do have sponsorships that are still available. How can people go about that if they want to become a sponsor for this
Again,
great
yes,
event?
we still have sponsorship opportunities. So we go from, if you cannot do a monetary donation, you can donate an item for a silent auction.
Okay.
So that's a really fun thing that we're gonna have at the Black and White Gala. We're gonna have a variety of very nice items, you know, for a silent auction. That will be a sponsorship opportunity. Also, there's a lot of levels of sponsorships, but if you want to become a sponsor, you can reach out to us, 956-972-0685, you know, and get more information.
Perfect. And if people want to attend themselves, where can they find all the info for this event?
Yes, for anyone that is interested to attend the gala, you guys can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. All the event information, the link to buy the tickets, it should be right there. It's as Angels of Love RGV.
Right, perfect. And so a very fun night, but again, this has benefited in helping all of those that are victims of domestic violence.
Yes.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us and letting us know about this great event.
Thank you.
Again, the Black and White Gala is happening on January 30th. That is on a Thursday. For more information, you can visit them on social media or you can call them at 956-972-0685. Still ahead on Take 5, HEB is making eating easy, fun, and healthy. Registered dietitian Joanne Bro joins us still ahead to show us how. But next, we're visiting Annie's Quilting Corner. A nice quilter blankie would be great during these cold holidays. We're going to help you make your own and more. We're taking you there next.
That's the way we're going to run it.
Excuse me, Coach. Think I can help you with that.
Who's this, Coach? This is Leah Wise, the Crash Gal. She's a personal injury attorney and a proven winner.
And the stats to back it up. I've won millions of dollars for injured clients all over Texas.
We're lucky to have her on our team. And you would be wise to listen to her. Huh?
All right, let's get down to business. Who's ready to win?
Injured in an accident? Call Crash Gal today. A car is more than just a way to get around. It's a milestone, part of life's big moments that we remember forever. Whether you're a solo traveler or filling up on passengers, at Rally Credit Union, we're all in. As the #1 auto lender in South Texas with 100 dealership partners, we have everything you need to get those keys in your hand. Because a financial partner to get where you're going, that's something we all need. Rally Credit Union, banking for all.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Take the first step at our New Year, New Home event, January 24th and 25th at Affordable Homes of South Texas Incorporated's Home Ownership Center in McAllen. Walk-ins are welcome all day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You'll have the chance to see if you qualify for a program, including available homebuyer assistance, and find out how much you pre-qualify for. Don't miss this opportunity to make your home ownership dreams a reality. Join us at 500 South 15th Street, McAllen, Texas. Call 956-687-6263 for more information.
At Dental Associates of McAllen, Farr, and Edinburgh, we are focused on having the latest technology to make your appointment as efficient and comfortable as possible. We take great pride in providing our community with high-quality, patient-centric care and oral health education. We are in-network with most dental insurances and conveniently located off of Nolana in Farr and McAllen, as well as Jackson Road in Edinburgh. Give us a call for your next dental appointment.
Serious accidents have the power to change the direction of your life.
36 responding.
Your family, your health, and your car can all be at stake. You can even be held unreasonably at fault. Don't let your world be turned upside down. Protect yourself and call me. I'm Ezequiel Reina, and I'm here to fight for you. Call me at 1-800-ZEKE-REINA.
Welcome back. Looking for a push to start a fun hobby this new year? Well, Aridani Kantu found just the perfect place for you, and it is so cute. This is Annie's Quilting Corner.
Art is showcased in many different ways. It can be used as a form of self-expression, and it can also help with stress relief. But the best part about creating art is that it's fun and it's such a sweet keepsake. At Annie's Quilting Corner in McAllen, combine the idea of creating art with some friendly faces and a few sewing machines, and you'll get memories and stories that you'll be sharing for years.
It's my happy place. It's something that makes me happy. I feel like I'm useful in being able to make something and be creative, and it allows me to have my creativity also on top of being able to help other people have their creativity.
Anne used to work for a quilt store before it closed for retirement, which inspired her to create a space for sewers in the community. A space that's proudly dedicated to helping others and delivering quality products. What makes this even more special is how Anne's love for this art form started with the simple idea of creating a gift for her mother.
I started looking videos and I went down YouTube University rabbit hole, and I thought, gosh, this is something that I could easily do. And I started kind of sewing, and I took a class from the previous quilt shop, and I thought, this has been something that I think I've been missing. You know, I wanted to do something productive and useful, and yeah, and that's where it kind of came.
People from all over the country stop by Annie's Quilting Corner to become part of the welcoming community Anne has fostered. I even met some visitors who came all the way from Washington to be part of the magical experience.
What part of Washington?
The dry part.
The dry. This is a place where a lot of people come in and say, this is my happy place, and I want it to be that. I want it to be a community thing where people come in and they feel like they're welcome no matter what, and they can become useful. Like I said, we have classes and they make new friends. You know, sometimes we're in a world where we don't make friends easily because we're so busy doing life, you know, and we come together and we have fun and we laugh, and that is one of the main things that I love about this. I've met so many people and so many interesting people from everywhere.
Anne's mission is to keep a classic tradition alive. Sewing is something a lot of us can probably tie back to a relative, and by continuing the art of the craft, it's a beautiful way to honor those loved ones.
And I love it when somebody comes in and they've brought something back that they've given, like they bought the material here. I helped them do what they needed to do, to find what they needed to find, and they brought it back to me to show me what they created out of something that is just so simple.
Okay, that's not so bad.
It's not as bad as
And also hosts many classes for people who are interested in giving the sewing a spin. All you need is your own machine. And it's amazing to see that there are so many people who've been quilting with Anne for years and continue to return. Because there's no other place quilt like it.
It's just a way to, it's another way to also come together and enjoy each other's time.
And Anne says there's a little joke about quilting. She says you buy this fabric to end up cutting it all up.
Because you're going to cut them into strips.
And then putting it back together. But I think that's what makes this craft so much more special.
Come in and just ask the questions. I'm here to answer whatever questions that you have. I'm here to help you in your journey. It's kind of like what I do. It's my job, and it's the best part of the job.
So guys, if you're thinking of trying out a new hobby, why not consider quilting here at Annie's Quilting Corner in McAllen? It's so fun, there's so much to do and so much to learn, but I have a pattern to sew, so I'll see you guys next time. For Take 5, I'm Yelani Cantu.
Well, a quilt would be great in this much cooler weather. And if you're going outdoors, it might be best to layer up. Meteorologist Cecilia Gutierrez is joining us now with your fashion forecast.
Oh, layers. That's the name of the game for the next evening and especially into tomorrow morning. Here's why. We are going to get back into the upper 20s and low 30s. Now, keep in mind, the umbrella is not checked off on here. You won't need it. We're done with the rain chance, so jackets, long sleeves, heavy coats, and hats and gloves. You want to know why? Temperatures by tomorrow morning back into the upper 20s, the low 30s. Notice no rain chance on the board. But then by the afternoon, we'll get back into the 50s with some sunshine in the forecast. That's your Take 5 fashion forecast.
The Palm Valley Animal Society is gearing up for a big event this February. How you can participate when we come back. Plus, Bail Bonds mom Claudia Cantu Flores is in the studio this afternoon. She's on the hot seat, letting our viewers know a little bit more about her. That's all still ahead on Take 5.
With Wells Fargo Premier, a team can help you plan for your dreams. So your dream car and vacation home may be closer than you think. Ready to meet the dream team? You can with Wells Fargo.
Act now to fortify your home and avoid costly post-storm repairs. When the skies darken, trust Honest Abe Roofing to stand strong. Because your family's security is non-negotiable. Contact us today. Honest Abe Roofing, America's reliable roofer.
Wait, this gorgeous piece of love seat is on sale too.
Yeah, at Furniture Row, every sofa, sectional, and recliner is on sale.
Epic sell-off? Woo! Also this table with the beautiful finish.
On sale, along with every dining group, chair, bar stool.
Epic sell-off! Woohoo! Let me guess, this bed, dresser, mattress, even the pillow, all on sale?
Now you got it. Or score 60 months, no interest.
Epic sell-off! Woo!
The Epic sell-off on now at Furniture Row.
At Square One Dental Implant Center, our doctors and staff use the latest implant technology to restore your smile permanently. Give us a call to schedule your same-day smile transformation and let us help you get your smile back to square one.
Step into the world of innovation at Horizon Montessori Public Schools STEM Academy. Our dynamic curriculum focuses on science, technology, engineering, and math, offering students an immersive, hands-on learning experience. Join us and witness the excitement of our classrooms as students explore, create, and innovate. Choose Horizon Montessori for an education that ignites a passion for STEM and unlocks endless possibilities for the future. Learn today, lead tomorrow. Be a part of the experience.
$6 never tasted so good. IHOP's Breakfast Faves combo is now just $6. Featuring IHOP's world-famous buttermilk pancakes, crispy hickory smoked bacon, and 2 eggs cooked to order your way. All for just $6. Part of the new $6 House Faves menu.
Get ready. The Harlingen Marathon is back on February 9, 2025. Whether you're chasing your Boston Marathon qualifying time, running a full, half, relay, or enjoying a fun 5K, there's something for everyone. Join us for a celebration of health, community, and fun. Sign up today at myharlingenmarathon.com.
Keep up with all the fun at KRGV by following us on Instagram. Catch behind-the-scenes exclusives, station visits, plus contests and giveaways. Be a part of our community on Instagram at KRGV.5.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to Zelle.
Smooth. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
It is the 51st anniversary of Palm Valley Animal Society's Puppy Love Gala. Joining me now from Palm Valley is Suzette Cruz and Jared Munoz and Miss Sydney. Guys, thanks for visiting us today.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Yes, so I want people to know a little bit, just in case they don't know, about Palm Valley. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Palm Valley Animal Society, we are one of the largest animal shelters here in the Valley. We've been around, like you said, for 51 years. We are a nonprofit, so we heavily rely on donations and volunteers and all the support that we can, which, by the way, the Valley has been just wonderful to us, so we appreciate all the support that we've received. So our main focus is just trying to find some loving homes for the animals in our care.
Of course, a loving animal like Sydney here.
Yes.
Before we touch on this gala, guys, Jared, can you please tell us a little bit about Sydney?
This is Sydney, guys. She's been at the shelter for about 2 years, so any adoption fees for her are going to be completely waived. She's had quite a few successful pajama parties, and she does really well with kids and other animals. She's looking for her forever home, and yeah, come by the Laura P. Andrews Center if you want to check her out.
And look how cute she is, guys, and you can see her at this gala. Let's talk a little bit more about it. What can people expect at this year's gala?
Sure, so our Puppy Love Gala is our largest fundraiser for our organization. So we usually have more than 400 attendees when they come out here.
Wow.
So right now we are looking for some sponsors. So we do have some sponsorship opportunities for our gala. So they can either sponsor a table, or if they want to attend, we have single tickets as well. And of course we have some advertising opportunities that also all of that, the proceeds go directly to our shelter, so 100% of that goes directly to us to help to support, continue our mission.
Right.
So yes, if anyone's interested, they can reach out to us.
Right, and as you mentioned, you guys heavily rely on the community, so that's exactly why events like this are so important. So if people want to participate as a sponsor, if they want to attend, where do they find all that info? How can they do it?
Sure, they can either call either one of our locations, both in Edinburg, or they can visit our website at
pvastx.org/puppylove, and that's where they can go ahead and look specifically for the gala. And of course, if you're not able to attend the gala but you still want to support, we do have a donation option where they can either make a monthly contribution and become a lifesaver with us, or if a one-time donation, they can visit any of our locations or do it on the website as well.
Of course, and as we always mention every week, guys, adopting, fostering, that's also such a big help to get cuties like Sydney here into a warm home. We all know it's very cold outside, so this is the perfect place to help. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming and telling us all about this great event.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
And again, guys, you can help Palm Valley Animal Society in their work to finding Valley Pets their forever homes. You can join them at their annual Puppy Love Gala on February 15th. Now, you can find out more by going to their social media pages or going to their website. That is pvastx.org. Coming up, meals that are easy, quick, and good for you. That is any parent's dream. Registered dietitian Joanne Bro joins us in studio with some great ideas. And speaking of mealtime, it's always a plus to mind your P's and Q's at the dinner table. Our etiquette queen is joining us just ahead with more. Take 5 continues right after this.
Ashley's Mattress Marathon Sale is going on now. For a limited time, get a king mattress for the price of a queen. Or get 0% interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Plus, free next day delivery. Only at Ashley.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $5,600 in average finance savings. We are professional grade GMC.
This hard-working crew that's been here has been amazing, and I am very, very grateful to Aztec.
And you want the best? Call the one, the only Aztec House Leveling and Remodeling.
Mi casa, su casa. We do it right the first time.
Golden Chick's new Golden Bowl is so big, it's a whole lot of yes and a whole lot of yum. So if you like big bowls, then we cannot lie. The new loaded mashed potato bowl is a whole lot of Golden Chick, a big bowl you can't deny.
Get your smile ready at AC Villarreal Family Dental. We're here for all of your family's dental needs. We offer late appointments to accommodate your busy schedule and are in network with most dental insurance companies. Put your best smile forward. Are you with Dr. V?
I've got this dream, and you're all in it.
Let's hear it.
With Wells Fargo Premier, a team can help you plan for your dream.
I have this vacation home.
That's like a getaway.
Yeah, but it's also an eco-friendly artist retreat.
So, you're expanding your business and our family. Can you help me plan for that?
Yeah, let's get started.
Ready to meet the dream team? You can with Wells Fargo.
It's the Start Something New sales event at Burns Motors. Get a new 2024 Jeep Gladiator Sport S for $37,988. That's right, $37,988.
Bigger, better Burns, Mission, and McAllen.
Ashley's New Year's sale ends soon. It's your last chance to buy more, save more with up to $1,000 off your entire purchase. Or get 0% interest until 2031 with no money out of pocket today. The New Year's sale ends soon at Ashley.
Welcome back. Joining us now to talk all about everyday health is registered dietitian Joanne Bro. Joanne, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me here again.
So we were talking about, you know, in the new year people have goals, and one of those goals is usually they want to eat higher protein meals. So you're here to tell us how to sneak in a little bit more protein in our daily intake, right?
Yeah, so just throughout your day, how we can accomplish that. You know, it's still January, so we're still thinking about health and wellness, and hopefully throughout the rest of the year. And so I'm just here to talk about some really great ways that we can increase our protein intake.
Perfect.
Especially because that's at the top of mind for a lot of people, whether they're on a GLP-1 therapy or they're just trying to get, you know, more kind of balanced out meals throughout their day.
Right. And now I got to ask first before we start, is there a magic number that we want to hit there, or does that depend on every person?
Yes, it really is dependent on every person. Okay. I would say we have a daily value kind of recommendation across the country for about 50 grams.
Okay.
But to me, that's pretty much in the, you know, the lower end of where we want to be. And it is the community, the scientific consensus that 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilo of body weight is a recommendation.
Okay.
So if you're someone who weighs about 175 pounds, that's about, you know, something like 80 kilos. That would be about 96 grams a day of protein. So it really just varies on your activities, whether you're very physically active or not, your pre-existing conditions, and then your age, things like that. So we want to be very vigilant, work with somebody like a dietitian to understand your needs.
To personalize it to you. But the stuff that you've got here for us now, we're going to kind of break it down by meals here. Let's start with breakfast. How do we sneak in some extra protein?
Yes, I feel like a lot of patients say that breakfast is pretty much always an afterthought. They're always on the way out of the door.
You're busy. Yeah, you're rushing. Yeah.
So what are quick, easy ways? Well, I've got here an oatmeal that you can just microwave. It's got 10 grams of protein. It's whey protein, so a really solid protein source.
Okay.
And you can pair something like this, just a quick microwave. Oatmeal with something like a Mootopia. So our Mootopia milk is actually ultra filtered, so there's a higher concentration of protein in it versus regular milk.
Perfect.
This will have about 13 grams versus your standard 8 per cup. So if you combine something like this, add in some peanut butter, which is going to have 6 grams per serving, you're going to have a really nice amount of protein for your breakfast that took less than 5 minutes to make.
And keeps you full throughout the day.
That's
and of course, again, throughout the day, I know I'm guilty of it. I snack. I'm a snacker.
Oh,
so what are some protein snacks that we've got that people can kind of maybe switch out for something else?
We have some really fun ones here. So whether you're looking for something sweet or kind of crunchy, salty, we've got some options. I love these H-E-B protein bars. They're going to be a really fun source of 10 grams of protein, plus they have fiber. So like you mentioned, it's going to help keep you fuller for longer. Satisfied. We've got some beef sticks. Chomps are really popular right now. So very nice ingredient list on these, and a nice little serving of protein here too. You can pair this with like some cheese and fruit or veg, and you got yourself a nice snack.
Perfect.
Pistachios, always great for kind of when you're on the road. If you're a traveler for work, something crunchy, kind of keep you alert. These are going to be really great grams of protein per serving. And then finally here, Quest is very popular as a brand, right? And so they're kind of known for those like higher protein, lower carb options. These are going to be really great for a snack. They got that cheesy kind of flavor. They have a couple different options, but also you want to pair it with something like this, the Chomps, some fresh veg.
Quick and easy, a quick little pairing. Now, of course, it is close to dinner time, so we've got also some options for dinner. Which ones are those?
Also with kind of convenience in mind, right? Pasta is going to be something that I introduce into my weekly meal plan with my family at least once a week because it's just so easy. Put together in 15 minutes. So swap out a regular pasta for something like this, which is going to be a lentil or a chickpea pasta. It'll have more fiber, more protein per serving.
Got it.
This one's going to have 15 grams of plant-based protein.
Wow.
Yeah, so with your sauce, maybe some meatballs, and you've got a really nice added protein meal. This one, whether it's a lunchtime or a dinner time, something like this, a tuna, you can't go wrong. If you, again, don't want to think about it, some crackers, maybe not these because they're cheese flavored, but some plain ones, and you've got, again, you're going to have about 27 grams of protein per serving here with those easy, quick options.
So it's as easy as just swapping out some things, and you've got great meals that are high in protein, so much better for you, and again, are going to keep you a lot more full.
Keep you fuller throughout the day, which is something that we all want to aim for.
Perfect. And we want to remind everybody these are all available at H-E-B. And of course, you can always visit Joanne. Joanne, where can people find you if they do want to get started on that journey?
Yes, please visit us at heb.com/wellness. We've got dietitians across Edinburgh and McAllen that can see you in person, or you can access us virtually to do some virtual shopping, just get to know each other as a dietitian and patient, so we can help you on your health goals this year.
Perfect. Well, Joanne, thank you so much for being here with us today. And again, guys, you can also make any of these meals, or you can find any of these items, at your local H-E-B, so you can help get started on that fitness journey. And coming up, we're helping to keep it classy while sitting down for a meal. Our etiquette queen is joining us with some simple tabletop tips just ahead. And she is the face behind A Cantu Bail Bonds. Claudia Cantu Flores is sharing 5 facts about herself with our Take 5 viewers. Our 5 Facts segment and more is still ahead on Take 5. We'll be right back.
Look who it is. Back to mommy you go.
Jake, this isn't our dog.
No?
You never got new glasses, did you?
Well, you didn't know Stanton Optical makes eye care easy.
Exactly. Sorry, and you were?
Nervous? 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Discover Hidalgo ISD, home of 3 National Blue Ribbon schools. Hidalgo ISD is a diverse educational community dedicated to enhancing a solid curriculum to enrich every student's success. We pride ourselves in being an A-rated school district. We look forward to educating and investing in our tomorrow. Imagine greatness. Expect success. Go for the gold. Here at Hidalgo ISD.
Here at Texas National Bank, we know what running a local business means. And the countless moments no one ever sees. From the early mornings to the long hours and every moment in between, we are there with you.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. Remember how you forget to charge your phone? All good. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio, it began with you.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Galvan. Here's what we're following at this hour. Thousands of people are still without power across the valley. This is a live look at AEP's outage map. You can see outages are scattered. AEP says crews are working to restore power. Magic Valley is also reporting outages. Thousands are without power in Hidalgo County, a couple hundred in Cameron County. Now let's get a weather update from Tim.
Christine, cold out there still. Temperatures haven't rebounded much today. The clouds are trying to break, but right now they're still pretty thick, but they will break later on tonight. That will allow readings to drop. Right now, still in the 30s everywhere. Port Isabel, the cold spot at 35, 39 in McAllen. Again, everybody in the 30s at this hour. As we go through the evening hours, temperatures will continue to go down. We'll end up at, again, about 35 as an average by 7. And then during the overnight hours, we drop to about freezing by around 9 and stay at or below that mark all night long. It's going to be a cold one out there. A long duration, but light freeze. Temperatures dropping into the upper 20s, but may be in the freezing range for 10 to 12 hours across the area. We'll have a complete update for you, Christine, coming up at 5.
Yikes, that is cold, and that is going to do it for us right now. Join us at 5, 6, and 10 for more news, weather, and sports. Take 5 continues after this.
People think trusting your gut is about instinct, but it's about deliciousness and fun too. We made it simple to trust your gut by combining pizza and games. And now, trusting your gut is twice as easy because Double Up is back. Get 2 large, 1-topping pizzas for $24.99. Whether you enjoy them in the restaurant or at home, you can double the fun for less by doubling up. So trust your gut and double up for $24.99. At Peter Piper Pizza, the fun is baked in.
Kenny Perez came from a small town in Texas. At Kenny Perez Law, we don't back down from anyone. It's why we've won over $75 million in settlements. We're with our clients every step of the way and treat them like family. We won't stop fighting until our clients get what's rightfully theirs. We're right by your side, no matter what. Call Kenny Perez Law today at 956-999-1111.
The UTRGV basketball teams are off to their best combined start in 7 years, and you need to be a part of the action. Make your way out to the UTRGV Fieldhouse on Saturday for a doubleheader against McNeese. The women's basketball team plays at 2, followed by the men at 4:30, and on the men's side, McNeese is the defending Southland Conference champion. So we need you to help us pack the house. Get your tickets now at utrgvtickets.com.
Looking for affordable and reliable insurance? Look no further than Galvan Insurance. Whether you have a car, pickup, motorcycle, and a classic or custom ride, or are hitting the road, we've got you covered with competitive rates tailored to your needs. Planning a trip to Mexico? No problem. Galvan Insurance offers exclusive travel coverage, ensuring peace of mind wherever the road takes you. Don't settle for less. Protect what matters most with Galvan Insurance. Call us today for a quote and drive with confidence.
Disaster can hit you in the blink of an eye. And you realize in this world, there's only right and wrong, justice and injustice. When catastrophe strikes and the greedy insurance refuses to pay, hire a powerful lawyer who is fearless in the eye of the storm. Ezequiel Reina. Power wins big. Call 1-800-ZEKE-REINA.
It's adequately named. This is our Take 5 Table Talk, and today we are talking about just that. What you should and shouldn't talk about at the table. Joining us to let us know all about it is Dr. Barbara Baggerly Hinojosa. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Table conversation.
Table conversation. This is a little bit of a difficult one.
It's tricky, right? It is tricky because, you know, people have such strong opinions about so many things. And so we want to just be mindful that if we're at the table, especially if we're at a formal event or with some sort of clients, but quite frankly, even with family, I think we need to keep the conversation light.
Okay.
So there are lots of things we can talk about. We can talk about the weather, we can talk about the food, how delicious it is, we can talk about the venue. But I think it's very wise of us to avoid taking any kind of strong opinion about anything. So even the food, if let's say for some reason we don't like the food, then that would just be a topic we don't talk about. We wouldn't take that opinion and go, oh, this food is so terrible, right? That's not great table conversation. So the idea is that we keep it light, we keep it positive, we don't make strong opinions because we're at the table. The whole point of gathering with people is to develop relationships. So, you know, ask some questions, talk about, again, the weather, the venue, how beautiful it is, how it's your first time to be here, things like that we can't really get into an argument about, right? We're just having some very light, pleasant, graceful conversation.
Right, and I think it goes back to what we always talk about here is you want to remember what kind of setting you're in. So I do want to ask, as far as small talk goes, because sometimes you're at a business lunch or at a business dinner, how long should that last before you can start talking about business?
Well, that's a great question. I think it's always great to start with some small talk because you don't want to jump right into business. And quite frankly, we are about building relationships. So we want to build those. So I think a good, 10 minutes, I think when the food starts arriving, that's that transition point. We can start talking about business and then continue to talk about business. But I don't think we rush that. I think we spend some time getting to know each other, talking about the weekend plans, that kind of thing.
Right, so we want to keep it light, we want to keep it fun because we want everyone to have a good time at the table.
Exactly, exactly.
Perfect. Well, Dr. Barbara, thank you so much for joining us and letting us in on this very tough topic, but now thankfully we know how to navigate it, and you can learn more on how to navigate the table every Monday here on our Take 5 Table Talk. Coming up, take a look at who's sitting down for our Take 5 Facts segment. Yep, she's the woman known as the bail bonds mom, and she's in the studio next. We'll be right back.
It's always tractor season at Rockin' Moose Sales, and we know when it comes to your land, you take pride in your work.
Come check out our new line of MT2 to MT7 tractors from 25 to 101 horsepower, four-wheel drive, quick attached front-end loader with skid steer compatible bucket, shuttle shift or hydrostatic transmission with a 6-year warranty. Excel in your field with LS tractors. More tractor, less money.
Best prices in the valley at Rockin' Moose Sales, and let us save you a bucket full of money.
Dare to compare before you buy.
Because pregnancy comes with so many changes, we often aren't sure which ones are serious. If you're pregnant or up to a year postpartum, knowing the urgent maternal warning signs can save your life. Don't wait. If something doesn't feel right, contact a healthcare provider. Hear her, Texas.
Don't get taken advantage of by an insurance company. Dealing with the aftermath of an injury can be a clown circus. Get the law giant to fight for the maximum compensation for you today.
Do you have an investigative story idea or tip? Call the Channel 5 News Tips line, 1-866-797-TIPS, or go to our tips link at krgv.com.
Change is constant. You need the support a trusted advisor brings, helping navigate uncertainty, protecting your future with the right insurance coverage, guiding you along the way to safeguard what matters, the families, communities, and businesses we all depend on. Reassurance. That's what Trusted Choice independent insurance agents provide.
Safeguard what matters with Safeguard Insurance Agency. We work for you.
Don't get caught trick naked. Let our team build your dream.
Do you have Facebook? We do. Catch the top stories, daily weather updates to know what to wear, plus live interviews as they're happening. All right in the palm of your hand. Follow Channel 5 News on Facebook.
Welcome back. Joining us in studio from A Cantu Bail Bonds is Claudia Cantu Flores. Miss Flores, thank you so much for joining us. Looking gorgeous, I might add.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate y'all.
So we're going to get to know you a little better. So now we're going to start off with your first fact, and that's got a little bit to do with a mind-body connection there.
Yeah, so, you know, I was born to an amazing mother who, that is all she really taught us from the very beginning, is that to not only practice our faith and be close to God, but also use the power of our thoughts to create our reality. And so I think that's where it all kind of started for me. As a little girl, I didn't know.
Right.
But as I got older, I started knowing a little bit more and reading a little bit more. You know, went to a couple of retreats, Deepak Chopra, one of my favorites, and even had my husband join in, and, you know, and also added yoga into the mix. And so not only do I practice, you know, the power of staying positive in our thoughts, I also, you know, have a deep connection to God and my faith. And so cultivate all that together, and it's a mind-body enthusiast that you have in me as well.
Wow, I love that, because that takes so much practice, so much patience. And now, speaking of, you know, just your life, sometimes those experiences that we have in life can be scary. And so your second fact has to do with a very personal experience for you.
Yeah, and I wanted to share that because I want, you know, people to know that I'm human and I've gone through situations, and that's probably where a lot of my positivity comes from. Is when I was 33 years old, I had a surgery to remove some fibroids, and then after I got really, really sick, ended up in the hospital. They thought it was a botched surgery, which ended up not. Just had a near-death experience. I flatlined. They brought me back, and, you know, almost had not, you know, they had told me, you know, you may not be able to be a mother, you know, after this surgery or even before. And so after that, you know, again, I practiced really a lot the power of my thoughts, and I said, you know what, I denounce that in the name of Jesus. It's not my story. I know I'm here for a bigger purpose, being that God gave me this chance to still be here.
Right.
And then, you know, later became a mom 2 years later after that. So it was a pretty scary story, but, you know, I'm here to say that I have a purpose, and I'm very grateful to be following it.
Wow. So back with so much positivity, which absolutely radiates off you. And I got to say, this next fact kind of goes with that. I think it's got a little positivity, endorphins, it's a little physical. So what is your third fact?
I recently learned to play tennis.
Okay.
And, you know, piggybacking everything about me is that I want to live with knowing that I've tried everything, right? Like, I'm not a runner. I learned to love to run now.
Wow.
So now I'm on to tennis. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try at all. And if I like it, I stick to it. If I don't, then, you know, I keep going on to something else that, you know, stimulates the exercise part of the physical part, right? Of what what it brings.
Right.
So
something new that you tried, and I gotta say, you're very inspiring because I am not a runner either, girl, but I just might try it. And so speaking of new things, this is kind of your fourth fact here. It's a new thing that you started to do.
You know, I gave in. I stopped raising the font on my phone, and I purchased my first pair of glasses.
Oh.
And it is life-changing. I tell people all the time, I'm like, if we just all checked our eyes and gave into the fact that this is real life, and you know, I'm in my mid-40s, so you know, I've become one with my glasses now, and so I've lost my first pair. I'm on to my second pair, but you know, it's life-changing.
Right? Yeah. You definitely see people squinting a lot all the time, and you're like, oh, But well, I'm glad because now you can see clearly. And your fifth and final fact, I think you want to see clearly for, because I'm sure you've got a great collection as we see so far. Let's talk about it.
So I, like many other women, love shoes and bags, and you know, I collect shoes and bags, but really what I maybe a lot of people don't know is that I love blazers, and I think it came from my mother always wearing a blazer, and she always said, you know, mijita, if you're going to be the boss, you got to dress like the boss, and you put on a jacket, whether you have a t-shirt underneath, whatever you have on, you put on a blazer and you show up, and you'll make sure that you know that you act the part, because you can't go in sweats and then, you know, expect to be treated like the boss.
Right. And I gotta say, just in case no one has seen it, you've got a beautiful, gorgeous red suit. And that's the first thing I told you. I said, oh yeah, I know you. You've got that beautiful red suit on your commercial. Claudia, I gotta say, it was an absolute joy to have you here and get to know you a little better.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me and getting to know me.
Of course, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday afternoon. Channel 5 News at 5 starts right after the break.
I got a call about a body?
We're gonna get you the